Hi everyone. In today's question, we are asked to calculate the area of this rectangle. We have the length of this line segment to be 10 units. That of this is x minus 2. And this side of the rectangle is x units. Here we are told that this is a semicircle. So how can we solve this? Like we all know, calculating the area of a rectangle is pretty simple. The formula for calculating the area of a rectangle is base times height. The base and the height are any two perpendicular sides. So if we take this as the base, this is the height. The length of this side is x. Let's assume the length of this side to be y. So base equal to x and height equal to y. Substitute it here. Now area of rectangle equal to x times y, which is xy. Now what are the values of x and y? We don't know. But still on the rectangle, we know opposite sides of a rectangle are congruent. That is, this side is congruent with this. Similarly, this is also equal with this. So since this is x, this must also be x. But we have it divided into two segments, one of which is x minus 2 in length. Definitely, this small part will be x minus 2. Negative x minus 2 is minus x minus 2. X minus x is 0 and minus 2 is plus 2. So it is 2 units in length. And since this side is y, this must also be y. But we have it divided into this small segment, which is 10 units, and this. So its length will be y minus 10. Now since this is a semicircle, definitely this will be its diameter. From the midpoint of the diameter to the end point are radii. Let's say r. Now we can see this line df is a tangent at this point. So if you draw the radius of the semicircle from this point of contact to this center, there is a rule from the circle theory that the tangent of a circle is perpendicular to its radius through point of contact. So by this rule, this tangent is perpendicular to this radius at this point. So it is a right angle. Now come here, draw a line from this point parallel to this line here down to this radius. This angle is a right angle because it is an angle of a rectangle. Since this side is parallel to this, which is perpendicular to this must also be perpendicular with this. Now look at this quadrilateral. The fact that 3 of its angles are right angles tells that it is also a rectangle. Opposite sides of a rectangle are equal in length. That is, this side and this are congruent, and this are also congruent. So since this is 10 units, this must also be 10 units. And since this is 2, this must also be 2. Now recall, this whole line is a radius which is r, and we have this part to be 2 units. Definitely, this part will be r minus 2. Now look at this triangle. It is a right angle triangle, and we have the length of this side to be 10. This is r, and this side is r minus 2. If we use the Pythagorean theorem, which states that the square of the length of the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle is equal to the sum of the length of the two other sides, the square of this hypotenuse, which is r, must be equal to the square of this r minus 2 and this 10. So r squared equal to r minus 2 all squared plus 10 squared. 10 squared is 100. R minus 2 all squared is r minus 2 times r minus 2. R minus 2 times r minus 2 is r times r minus 2 minus 2 times r minus 2. R times r minus 2 is r squared minus 2r, and minus 2 times r minus 2 is minus 2r plus 4. Minus 2r minus 2r is minus 4r. So it is now r squared minus 4r plus 4. This r squared will eliminate this r squared. So 0 equal to minus 4r plus 4 plus 100. 4 plus 100 is 104. Bring minus 4r to the left. So 4r equal to 104. Divide both sides by 4. Here 4 cancels 4. While here 100 divided by 4 is 26. So r equal to 26. That is, these radii each is in length. Now look at this line here. It is also a tangent at this point. So if you draw a radius from the point of contact, based on the earlier rule, the tangent is perpendicular to radius through point of contact. This angle will be a right angle. This angle here is already a right angle, and this is the angle of a rectangle, which is a right angle. If you look at this quadrilateral, the three right angles it has makes it a rectangle. Opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. That is, this side and this are equal. So since this is 26 and this is y minus 10, definitely y minus 10 equal to 26. Add 10 to both sides. Here minus 10 plus 10 is 0, while here 26 plus 10 is 36. So y equal to 36 units. Substitute it here. Now area of rectangle equal to x times 36, which is 36x. What is the value of x? X is the length of this side and this side of this rectangle. Since it is a rectangle, that will mean this angle is a right angle, because all four angles of a rectangle are right angles. But this angle at the same time is subtended by this semicircle. From the circle theory, we know the angle of a semicircle is a right angle. That is, the angle a semicircle subtends the circumference is a right angle. So since this semicircle subtends this right angle, this point will be on the line of the circumference of its cycle. Now look at this line here. It starts from this point on the circumference to this other point and continues out of the cycle. That means it is a secant line. It intersects with this line here, which is a tangent at this point. From the circle theory, there is the secant tangent theorem that states when a secant and a tangent of the same circle meet at an external point, the product of the length of the secant and the length of its external segment must be equal to the square of the length of the tangent segment. The length of this secant line is x. Its external segment here is 2, and this tangent is 10. Following this rule here, x times 2 equal to 10 squared. X times 2 is 2x, and 10 squared is 100. So 2x equal to 100. Divide both sides by 2. Here 2 cancels 2, while here 100 divided by 2 is 50. So x equal to 50. Substitute it here. Now area of rectangle equal to 36 times 50. 36 times 50 is 1800. So area of rectangle is 1800 square units. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe like, share and comment.